I'm playing Shadow of War right now, and doing some Shadow Wars, and I've read a lot online. I've read a lot online about people who seem to be having a really hard time with this. And some people have even gone so far as to say that the game's trash. Once you get to the Shadow Wars, the game sucks. The game's basically over once you get through it. But I disagree. I haven't even done the first Shadow War yet, but I already think I understand, like, what the goal is in it. I already feel like I know what needs to be done if you want to have a successful time. So I'm gonna go to my nation, the first one that has a Shadow War in it, and I'll kind of let you guys in on what I'm doing. And maybe you'll learn something, okay? Because I really don't want people out there to struggle as badly as what it seems like. Seems like just about everybody despises this mode. They hate it because they think it's so bad. They lose all their guys. Everyone, I mean, I've literally read that shit online. I've read that people have tried to do Shadow Wars, and all of their soldiers, okay, I've read online that people will do Shadow Wars. Give me a sec. Let me change something here. That's better. So I have read online that people will do Shadow Wars, and their followers won't even have any weaknesses, really. Like, there's gotta be somebody I have who really doesn't have jack for weaknesses. I don't know, but let's just say that you have a guy that is really not damaged. Like, see this guy, for instance. He's vulnerable to stealth, but, like, ads can't do stealth. Only your character can do stealth. So that's a weakness that is not accessible to other orcs. Damaged by executions. Again, this is something that only Talion can do. So other orcs aren't gonna do executions to this guy and hurt him really badly. And frost, which no orcs in the game even use frost weapons. So this guy here is pretty much not really vulnerable to, like, anything that other orcs can do. He's arrow proof, fire proof, poison proof, beast proof, curse proof. He's literally immune to, like, everything you could possibly do to him except regular attacks, pretty much. And I've read people online who say that they have tons of orcs like that aren't really weak to anything. And they'll say, and I did my Shadow War, and all of my guys were dying left and right. Even though the enemies that were attacking were a lower level, and none of them even had strengths that were the weaknesses of my people. So, I mean, I'm sorry, but it sounds like you're doing it wrong. If you really think that you're not doing anything wrong, all your characters are numerous levels ahead of all the characters that are attacking you, but you're failing like fucking crazy. You're face planting, dying, and losing all of your men, then you're doing something wrong, dude. You can sit there and say, oh, my guy is a higher level than all of the enemies, and none of their strengths are the weakness of my guy, and they just sit there and die over and over. But I'm not believing it, bro. I'm not believing it. You're obviously not doing it right. So today we're gonna talk about properly selecting your guys. Okay? It's not going to be hard. It's going to be easy. So, right now, here's my war chiefs. Me personally, I want to make all my war chiefs commanders. I don't want to make anybody a war chief unless they're a commander. Because from what I understand, a commander is the guy, a war chief. A war chief, like, I'm not allowed to command him to go after anybody down here. Because he's a war chief. He lives in the fortress, so he's not going to be attacking these people, obviously. The only time your war chief is going to be in the battle is when it's siege time. And the war chiefs, they always have their bodyguards. So, like, I have these two guys assigned as this guy's bodyguard. So, I'm pretty sure that means when the siege happens, this bodyguard is going to be in charge. This war chief is going to be in charge of defending a specific point. And throughout the battle, he's going to stay on that point and try to defend it. And he's going to have whoever his bodyguards are with him. So your goal is to try to make sure that you have a whole lineup of war chiefs, but you also have bodyguards for each war chief. Because each war chief is going to be defending a different spot during the siege, and which bodyguards you attach to him is going to make a big difference in the battle, whether he lives or dies. Now, I like my war chiefs to be commanders only, like I said before, because commanders have the ability to place flags, and when they place the flag, it gets all the ads, like the little orcs, it gets them raging pumped, and then they just start attacking everything constantly. That's really good for somebody who's going to be defending a spot and not trying to let anybody take it. For them to be able to get everybody pumped. And basically, I just want to pair trackers and beastmasters with all of my commanders. That's it. Literally, that is it. If I see, like, I don't know, this guy, he's a destroyer. I'm killing him. There's no question about it, because he's got bombs, mines. You don't want bombs and mines. He calls sappers. If you put this guy, if you recruit this guy and you put him as the bodyguard of one of your war chiefs, he's going to be blowing up all of your allies that are trying to defend the point. That's what you have to realize about this game, is you can't just pick any dude and be like, oh, this guy's got mines and bombs, that's really good, I'm going to recruit him. No, that's not really good. Because they're ads, dude. They'll put a mine down to blow up one bad guy, even if it kills 30 of their own friends. They're not smart, they're stupid. So you gotta be careful which ones you pick. And from the shit that I'm reading online about how epically people are failing at this, I gotta tell you, you must not be picking the right guys. You must be picking destroyers left and right. You're picking berserkers. You're picking frickin' people who are not good for sieges. And then you're trying to do Shadow War, and you're getting obliterated because your own people are what's bringing you down. You gotta only pick specific stuff. Commander. Commanders are good as war chiefs. Ologs aren't good because usually they're so big that, like, see, he has a gang of hunters. So while he's attacking people, his hunters are going to be throwing spears at the same people that he's trying to attack, and they're going to be hitting him. They're going to be throwing spears in his back. You got to remember that they're not smart, dude. If they have ranged weapons, there's going to be times where they're shooting and all they're doing is missing over and over. If they have bombs, there's going to be times where they put a bomb down in the stupidest fucking spot ever. You got to be really mindful. Feral tank. This guy, dead. I don't like tanks. You know why? Because every tank has this move. Wave of Might. Unleash a wave of strength so powerful that it pushes back and disorients nearby enemies. You know what it should say? Pushes back and disorients nearby people. Because it doesn't just hurt your enemies, it also hurts your allies. Therefore, if you want to do Shadow War, you don't want tanks, dude. If you recruit a tank or two, that's going to be a flaw in your defenses, and you're going to possibly see some people die because of that. So yeah, for me, it's all about commanders, beastmasters, and trackers. I do want to have a slayer or two, because slayers are really good fighters, but I pretty much only pick melee people. Ranged people are dumb because they shoot arrows in the backs of their own allies. This guy throws a spear. He'll probably throw a spear and it'll hit one of his friends and he'll kill one of his friends with it. And it's cursed. So if he throws that cursed spear and it hits a guy that's one of my best captains that I have, and he's mortally wounded, like fatally wounded by curse, then this guy's gonna murder one of my own people. I don't want that. I only want melee, because melee people aren't stupid enough to hit their own allies, really. So yeah, there's a, like, I have 1, 2, 3 commanders. One has a beastmaster and a tracker, that's good. One has a beastmaster and a tracker, that's good. And one has a beastmaster and an assassin. So I'm going to try to find like somebody that I can replace the assassin with. Beastmaster and assassin, so he needs a tracker. But the thing about trackers is I only mess with epic trackers. You don't want to have, and I don't have any. So I'm just going to kill people. I always kill mounted people, because being mounted on an animal is a disadvantage. If you run into a beastmaster, he's just going to grab your animal and snap its neck, and it's going to die, and then you're going to fall off it. And when you fall off it, you're like, you lay on the ground for like 10 seconds. So that's 10 seconds that anybody can walk up to you and stomp the crap out of you. Being mounted is a weakness. It's not a strength. So watch out for mounted people, dude. You might be like, oh, look, it's a machine commander and he's really good. He's got really good stats. But if he's mounted, ugh, that brings down a lot of those strengths. Because like he can have a machine hook, but he can't use the machine hook if he's fucking like mounted on a Aragorn. Okay, he's not vigilant to...
Mad swine! I don't like being stabbed, especially when I don't see it coming.
Warmonger Commander? Oh, yeah, that's right. Why isn't he mounted, dude? Because he's mounted on the fucking screen. Then you want to check, like, what tribe is he in? Is he in the Terror tribe? Because that's not good, dude. You don't want to have anybody in your Shadow War team that is in the Terror tribe. Anybody. You know why? Because Terror tribe has terror chains. It's like 2 scythes. And they just thrash them through the crowd. Oops. I tried to jump over the thing, but my stick got stuck. You don't want anybody on your team that does like damage to an area at all, because they'll damage your own people. Bet money. like I was saying, Warmonger. That's a decent class, because I haven't really tested it. I usually go to Minas Morgul, because there's no fortress there, and that's where I test people out. And I haven't really tested Warmonger commanders, but I'm sure that they're good, because all it says is if somebody attacks him, he'll grab the weapon with his gauntlets and, like, keep them in place so that they can't really do anything. And then probably he'll counterattack. And that's fine. That's nothing that he's gonna do to any of my allies. But he's mounted, and I don't like mounted people, because if a Beastmaster comes in, he's just gonna snap the fucking guy's animal's neck, and then he's gonna go to town on him while he's falling on the ground off of his animal. So he's out. No way I'm having him on my Shadow War team. And that's why I think so many people are failing at Shadow War, because they don't understand. 90% of the people that you see, you're not going to want to recruit. You're going to want to assassinate them. This game is chess, not checkers. You can't rush it. Once you get to Shadow War, you have to really think about who you have on your team. Because you're going to lose people anyway, dude. It doesn't matter if you have the best hand-picked army that you could ever ask for. You're going to lose people in the Shadow War. There's no doubt about it. The question is, how many people are you going to lose, and why are you going to lose them? Are you going to lose them because they got unlucky and they were standing on a castle wall when the castle wall got bombarded? Or are you going to lose them because they got mined by their own friend, and then that knocked them down because they were weak to mines, and then like a bunch of enemies swarmed them? And if you have too much chaos, then you're gonna fucking lose it, without a doubt. Hang on, bro. I got my comments off, but I'll turn them on so I can see you up there. I didn't think I'd have any viewers. It's really early over here. I just wanted to do like a video on Shadow Wars, because I heard a lot of people are struggling with it. What's up, dude? I see you said yo. I'm just trying to remember how to turn this back on my screen. But I can see your comments now, so if you have anything to say, all good. There you go. Got you, bro. If you have specific questions you want to ask, if you've never played the game before, like, whatever, bro. It's cool. It's a little weird playing on a screen. The screen is a lot smaller with the comment stuff up there, so this might take some adjusting for me, but Soldier, I want to say I might have seen you around, like maybe you were in one of my other broadcasts or something. I don't really do broadcasts seriously, I just do them from Mystic Beastmaster. That's good. Beastmasters are dope because unlike commanders, they will constantly summon like dogs. And if their dogs die, then they'll just scream and summon more dogs. A power to appear next to you and then strike you. That's good because he can send his dogs in and his dogs will start jumping you. And sometimes he might have a hard time getting in, like getting ahead of his dog so that he can jump you too. But it's alright because he's got a Morgul blade. So he can just teleport past his dogs and cheap shot you in the back and then just step back and let his dog start getting you again if he has to. That's a perfectly good ability for somebody who leads a pack. This guy's a destroyer, so I'm gonna murder him because no destroyers allowed, dude. Yo, I don't know if you could hear me before. I thought about it, and it said that party audio would go to the stream. And I wasn't in a party. I was just like broadcasting and talking, and I guess I just thought it would like send it, but I don't think it was, dude, because I said yo to you a while ago, and I still haven't heard back from you. So I put myself in a party. I guess I'm just hoping that my voice will go through now. So if you can hear me, say yo, I can hear you, I guess. I don't think there's anybody I need intel on anymore. Ow. Marksman? Nope, he's gotta go. I don't like archers, bro. Archers like to shoot their friends in the back on the battlefield. They're not smart enough to like go around so they can hit somebody. This guy's immune to stealth and arrows, so I'm gonna have to fight him head on.
You're always so jumpy.
I brewed up something special. Something lethal. Just for man-filth like you. You think I'm
Come on, give me the hit. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Someone just shot an arrow at me and missed. I'm telling you, man, they miss more than anything, those archers. Spearmans too, but spearmans are a little smarter. They do like to at least get closer. so used to having increased domination speed, so I can just go head to head with guys like this and use executions on them. And then when their allies come at me, I can just suck the health from one of their allies and then go back to trashing the guy. But I don't have that on anymore. Increased domination. I put something else on. Man, I really gotta fucking be careful, bro. What? I thought I had 2 last chances, dude. I think maybe I used them both, but I don't think so. Oh, shut up, 2 God. You'll get yours. What I should be doing is sending people after them. That's what I usually do. I guess I'm just like still getting adjusted. I like this guy. This guy's awesome. He just says, crush, crush, crush. That's like all he says. This guy's awesome because he summons ghouls. And this guy is a tracker. Remember, I only like epic trappers. No matter what. Any type of a tracker, if he doesn't have epic trapper, then I don't mess with him. I haven't heard anything from you, soldier.
Leave the talk for those of us who are actually good at it. Let's gossip more work.
Crusher crushes crushed!
Something just moved!